Good morning. Today I've been working on some littles and I've just put a couple of still lifes together, and I thought I'd take you with me while I explore using some of that collage paper that we did last week on the boards and continue trying to figure out a color palette for the series that I'm going to be working on. I've been working on this color palette from these colors: magenta, the cobalt blue, Payne's gray, the Naples yellow, lemon yellow, the phthalo green, emerald green, grass green, and then the burnt sienna. That's kind of what they look like on the sticks. So I came up with a warm white, more of a putty color, and this has more of a yellow tint. And then here are the other colors, and from there I can make them darker or lighter. So we'll see how this color palette goes. So this is one that I've been working on, and there's a duck, still life, my colors, my new duck. But I was kind of thinking about adding this to there just to give it something unexpected almost, you know, to break it up. Let me get my card. I've had this card since 2015. I've been using the same card. But see, the one thing I could never achieve on a canvas is to get that watercolor inky marks. And that's why I like using this technique. I'm thinking about putting this at the top. Bring this pink up, and maybe that's windows. Or do I like the pink on the edge? See, it just gave a little something, right? Kind of like it. Okay, on this one, here's my dragon fruit. I'm thinking my point of the dragon fruit is that it had black little seeds in it. And I'm thinking of bringing the black up to the top. But does that pull your eye off the page? Let's try it here. And that kind of gives a balance, or I think it does. You know what that makes me think of, actually? A piano. Like maybe all of this is on top of a piano. I don't know why dragon fruit would be on a piano. Or maybe the piano is in the distance. Like here's the table and there's the piano. Here's the next one I had been working on. Here's the problem child. Do I make this super dark? Do I go in and lighten this bubble? This pottery all goes together, so I hate to change my bowl, that to a dark, although I could make that a copper color. So I'm gonna take from this and going to add that right there. Like maybe that's a bowl. I think that helped. The value on this is bothering me. Okay, well, one thing has led to another with this little painting, and you can see all the changes, and the houses were colorful in the background, and I've changed those. You know, sometimes when you have real bright colors, to make them look bright, if you put muted colors beside them, it really makes them pop a little better. So I think I'm just going to leave. This is one that I had been working on, and it doesn't have any collage material on it yet. But this one is this right here. This is, I don't know if it's the color or the application, but this right here. And this is still bothering me. So I'm going to work on this. So I added a pop of pink down here just because I've got the pink on here. And the only color that I've added to my palette is this one. And this is what it looks like. And this is Naples yellow. When it's mixed with Naples yellow, this is with white. And this is a permanent rose. I'll put that in the description as well. So I think I'm just going to let this sit and not add anything else to it. I added a little bit of broken lines through the curtains just to kind of break up that straight dark line. And I took away that dark here, just was not working. So I left it in the pot, but not on the outside anymore. Okay, I think that is gonna do it for today on this one, and then I might go back in here with some oil pastel just to punch some of that up after it dries. These are the frames, the floater frames that I like to use, and you can get these in different colors, and you can choose what works best for your art, but it does elevate. If I can get that to stay for you. And they're easy to mount in here. If I can do it, you can do it. It comes with, you see, pre-drilled holes, and you put your floater frame in, and then it already comes with all the things. Let me show you. It comes with everything that you need to mount. This is 1.5 inch deep. That's because my canvas is deep. And then I'll, of course, paint my edges, seal it before I put it in here. Like this one is woodsy, and so the darker frame is going to look better. Okay, 1 out of 5 is going to survive. I am putting gesso on the rest of them, and honestly that kind of happens. I usually like about 1 out of 10 paintings. It's pretty much my average. So I'm going to go through and paint over the canvases, and also I have been gessoing these little cards. I've got 20 of them laid out. I have a whole box of these. And I'm going to do 20. And as I've been sitting here painting, I've been writing down prompts that I'm going to use on each 20. I wanted this project to feel playful and low pressure, a place to explore on each of the cardboard. Some of my prompts were simple, like draw a still life in 3 colors, use only shapes, make something messy and don't fix it. Others were more specific, like respond to the texture of the antique duck bowl or paint the feeling of the morning. Instead of treating it as a still life object, I approached it as a symbol, a vessel that holds a memory by adding objects from the past. This is expressive work, where the object becomes a doorway into something deeper. When I'm done, I step back and ask what the painting is trying to show me. Sometimes the duck is overflowing, and sometimes it's empty, and sometimes the objects feel heavy, sometimes light. These little symbolic arrangements are always teaching me something. I hope this inspires you to look at your everyday objects a little differently too. And if you've been feeling stuck or unsure of your direction, I highly recommend something like this. Each board became a tiny experiment. Sometimes I started with small brushes, sometimes I started with crayons, but each time it was an experiment that left me feeling like I was just playing and having fun and adding textures. I just wanted to see where my hand naturally went and what my hand naturally did when I didn't overthink. And honestly, I think that's when the interesting things start to happen. Working this way reminded me how important it is to play. As artists, we spend so much time trying to get things right that we just forget how much growth happens in the experiments, the throwaways, the quick studies. These 20 boards aren't finished pieces. They're breadcrumbs, they're clues, building blocks for whatever paintings might come next. Prime some cardboard, write down prompts, and give yourself permission to explore and have fun. You will start to see threads, little hints of style that you're chasing without even realizing it. These small experiments are going to show you exactly what you gravitate towards and what you avoid, and it might surprise you. Work quickly and have fun. It's a freeing experiment that I think you will love.